So a new Patagonia rod case that can take a Euro-nymphing rod. So there's the Contact 2. What is that? It's 10'9" for a 3-weight. Very nice. Show us some of the other features of this, Pat.
What we got here, we've got some dividers for your reels.
Yeah.
Obviously the rod holder in the top. Little mesh pocket.
Yep.
Couple pockets in there. And then two big on the outside.
Two big outside pockets. And then a nice carrying handle, carrying strap, hey?
That's it.
How much does that go for?
What is that going for? $349.95.
Okay, get it at
Tom's
Tom's
Outdoors.
Tom's Outdoors. Get it at Tom's Outdoors. Hey, so Pat, so Rio have come out with new lines,
They have.
supposedly new lines. The gold,
So they got gold XP.
yeah, gold
which is
XP.
Replacing the Perception. The standard
Cool.
gold, which is
Okay, so let's just line those two up together.
yeah.
So that's, yep. So that is the same line, the Rio Perception. I can see there's slightly different color scheme though.
Different colours and
Yeah.
slightly different taper as well. So they're all
Slightly different
updated.
taper, okay?
Yeah.
Cool, so that's the gold XP. Then you've got the original gold here,
Yeah.
which that lines up with the gold.
Again, I think it's
Okay.
a new taper.
Okay, cool. So that's Rio Gold and the Rio Gold. So that's lined up.
Yeah.
And then there's the Gold Max.
Yeah.
Do you have a Rio Grande here anywhere? Oh yeah, there's a Rio Grande. Oh yeah.
Bang.
Cool. So that's the Rio Grande and the Rio Gold.
Yeah.
Gold Max. Cool. Nice one. So Tom's Outdoors. Wonderful collection of CNF designs, including the small, medium, and large inserts. And then down below here, a bunch of tacky fly boxes, an Orvis fly box, and the CNF Designs universal chest storage system, and a nice, pretty sure that's a loon lanyard, and then plenty of loon gear. Fish Pond Confluence net release. That's a Lord Gadget award winning. Oh, so is this Orvis net release. That's a award winner. Here are the Fulling Mill bungs. So strike indicators for lakes. And then Oros, including the new chartreuse in medium, small, and extra small. New Zealand strike indicators. The Smith Creek rod holders. And then up over here, plenty of SA leaders. SA Absolute Fluorocarbon trout and the Absolute Clear trout. And then a bunch of Rio leaders. And a whole bunch of Maxima. And then backing some of these lovely McLean's net releases. These are also very, very good. Very, very strong. Here are all the lines, lots of SA lines. And fantastic collection of Rio, including, as I mentioned earlier, the Rio Gold, so the OG, the Rio XP, which is the Rio Perception, and the Rio Gold Max, which is replacing the Grand. Some McLean's way nets, not big enough for me though, and loon, including a quell, the first Lord Gadget Award winner. So I see that Chris has got quite a few different starter packs here. So here's a Reddington minnow. It's 8 foot for a 5. And can't see the price of that. And then a Reddington trout, 9 foot for a 5. And here's a Orvis Clearwater. And that's a 9 foot for a 5. And a 9 foot for a 6. And this is a Reddington trout spay, 11 foot 3 for a 4. Right, so the minnow, the 8 foot for a 5 Reddington, that is $300. And the trout, the Reddington trout, 9 foot for a 5. That's $800. And the Orbis clear water, 9 foot for a 5. That's also $800. And I assume that the 8 foot for a 6, 8 foot for a 6 will also be the same. Yep, 8 foot for a 6, a bit more expensive, $830. And then the Reddington trout spay, 11 foot 3 for a 4, is $900. Some really nice Patagonia vests here. Stealth pack vest for $320. And then here are the Sims flyweight vests, the ones that Rudy and I have got. This is $300. Very nice kit. Some nice Sims sun hoodies. Can't go wrong with these Sims sun hoodies. I see this is a new color here. Yep, the bug stopper hoodie, Aspen Heather, $340. Very nice. Here's the one color that I've got. Very, very nice collection of Patagonia gear. Plenty of Patagonia gear. Lots of Patagonia hats and Sims hats. Here's a few retro Patagonia hats. Very nice. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, a big part of Tom's Outdoors, they've got these rafts. This is really nice. This is NRS. So it's a one-man pack raft. That is beautiful. That's called the NRS Riffle. Very nice. Wow. Lots of Patagonia gear. Here's the NRS for the rafting, including some really nice NRS life vests. Cedar Summit. Good old icebreaker. And then lots and lots of Patagonia, some maps. Bit of RAB. Here are the waders. It's the old color of the Patagonia waders. There's a new one in town. Orbis Pros, Sims Freestone, Sims G3, and here's the new color of the Patagonia waders. Very impressive collection of wading boots. The Patagonia river wading boots. There's ones that have got aluminium bars on the bottom. That's this one over here. This is made by a company called Dana on behalf of Patagonia. I've heard good things about these. Very heavy. And then these are the Patagonia Fora wading boots that I've got. And again, that's made by Fitwell, which is actually an Italian company, an Italian boot making company. Orbis Ultralights, good old Orbis Pros, and some nice Sims boots. And then after that, it's all proper hiking boots. Lower brand, it's a German brand. Very, very good boots. I've got a pair of those. Wow, stacks of icebreaker boots. Bridgedale boots. This is what I used to use when I was living in the UK. Absolutely lovely boots, Bridgedale. There's a nice Solomon running vest. And here's this incredible collection of packs that they have. Duter, which are a German brand. This is Fjällräven. And then the best of the best, Hyperlight mountain gear. There's the Aero 28. Southwest backpack. Beautiful stuff. This is the Crux 40 litre. It's the best of the best Hyperlight. Can't go anywhere these days without Yeti. Great collection of Yeti. Ah yeah, he has inflatable pillows, X-Ped inflatable pillows, and his incredible X-Ped inflatable mattresses. They're famous for mattresses that have got a down filling in them with a very, very high R value. There's a couple of thermarest ones down over there. And then these ones here are the Sea to Summit. Sole bivy bags when the proverbial SHRT really does hit the fan. Nicky Wax, cleaning your gear. Sea to Summit repair buckles. And then a whole bunch of dry bags, literally the whole collection of dry bags that you could get. Yes, a lovely collection here of saws. These, this brand Silky, these are fantastic. I think I've got this one here, the Silky Pocket Boy. It's really, really, really nice. Silky's a great brand for cutting some wood to help you build your fire. Yep, so Helionox, they're making some incredible chairs, or have made incredible chairs for ages. Really nice. And then Snow Peak. Lots of great Snow Peak gear, the best of the best from Japan. It's an incredible little coffee grinder here. And yeah, anything you need to make your coffee in the morning. Absolutely lovely. Lovely stuff. Cup holder for a chair. Look at that for an over-engineered mallet to knock your pegs in. Look at that for over-engineered pegs. And all this really lovely Snow Peak stuff. Best of the best. Including some hats and kit. Yep, so lovely little table here. And then the very, very famous Snow Peak fireplace that comes in different sizes. And some of their cast iron stuff. Wow, they really have increased their collection of beautiful axes. Look at that. Nordic pocket saw. I'd love to buy one if I had a reason to use one. Stunning stuff. Just stunning. Yeah, so this is Snow Peak's attempt at a hip flask, including a little sake cup in titanium. There's a PLB. Some really, really nice Victorinox knives, and then Leatherman. Great collection of Leatherman. Yeah. When it comes to this sort of stuff, Chris knows quality and he only gets the best. I haven't seen this before. It's a saw. Woxner, made in Sweden. Lovely.
Guys, it's not about dating the cool guy. Not anymore. It's about dating the gadget guy. It's about dating the gadget guy. He's prepared, dude, and he fixates on things, but it's like really endearing. And he can camp. And he loves to fish and be outdoors. And like, you think he's up to no good, but like in reality, he's just like building a shelf and digging a hole.